Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Squid Prince, and right now is the second week of the OU Monotype tournament. This week we're up against Julio. He is normal typing, I have grass typing. Everything seems to be neutral here. However, I do have something up my sleeve in my Breloom where I do end up countering him with my fighting typing because he is so weak to that. And I also have a ghost type which is immune to his stab attacks because I'm going to need it this battle, because if you take a look at his team, he has a nice little fake out core of Ambipom, Kangaskhan, and Persian. So also he has a very threatening Staraptor, which usually runs Scarf, so I have to be prepared for that as well. Tauros is in there. Tauros is bulky, hits hard. It could be a potential problem, and same thing with Snorlax as well. If it's like a curse rest set, something like that. But with me today, I'm bringing my Cradley because I figure if he's gonna keep using fake out, he's got to switch out constantly, so I can build up some residual damage on that with the Stealth Rocks. Also, it's gonna help against the Staraptor, and also I wanted to bring defensive Rotom because I need something to take some hits, because normal types, they do have a lot of variability in their typing, so they get to learn a lot of moves. My Whimsicott is gonna set up the Sun for me, so my Victor Bell can come in hopefully late game or mid game and just start sweeping up what's left of everybody. Breloom's going to start punching everybody, and Trev's kind of just going to sit there and take imaginary hits of fake outs and whatnot. So let me show you what happens. Now I didn't really know what he was going to lead with. I figured it was going to be either Ambipom, Kangaskhan, or Persian because of the fake out. And I was like, hey, Cradley, go on out there. You can take a fake out easily. And then the next turn, we can get our rocks up. So, like I said in the preview, that will help with constant switching out for fake out use. And with the Staraptor as well. So he ends up going for the fake out. Cradley's going to flinch. And he's like, I was like, oh man, don't worry about flinching. It happens to everybody. It's like a personal problem, but you don't have to be embarrassed about it. Now, he ends up switching out on the U-turn, goes into the Ambipom, but the rocks are up now. They're staying there the whole battle. He's got nothing to defog, no spinners, nothing. So I end up getting hit with another fake out, and it puts me right below 50%. So the 10% damage that he did is taken away, and I get my 30%, which is awesome because I get my Citrus Berry, get all my health back, and then I can go for a Giga Drain to attack and gain a little bit more health back. So now, I don't want to take another low kick, so I'm going to go into Trev, to take the hit, or dodge the hit, really. But the one thing I was worried about is Ambipom carries knockoff now, or Beat Up, or Shadow Claw, or anything to counter a Ghost type. And the one time I do run Citrus Berry on my Trev, it gets knocked off, so it's whatever. I'm going to figure out another way to get health back. So what I'm going to do is, after the Trick Room is set up, I will outspeed everything. So I'm going to end up going to get some health back with a Horn Leech. And as he switches in the Kangaskhan, now this is going to do big damage. I really wasn't expecting it to do that much. So I am fearing the Sucker Punch, because I don't want to go down to it. I got the Trick Room up. Trev is, trying to do work today, and I need him to dodge fake outs and whatnot. The funny thing is, he ends up going for fake out. So if I would have stayed in, I would have been immune to it, but it happens. That was a nice play on his part. Then the next play, he ends up hitting me with the Sucker Punch. And then I just go for Giga Drain to try and get a little health back. And now he ends up taking the Kangaskhan back. He's at low health. He wants to keep that priority fake out around just for damage at a point where he may need it. Now the Snorlax comes in. I know Snorlax is very specially defensive. My Cradley doesn't have too much special attack investment in it, so I'm a little bit walled by this. But I really don't want to, switch into an attack by Snorlax. So like if he were to come in and body slam something, and I also know that Snorlax usually carries Crunch, so if he were to predict my Trev not to come in, I wouldn't want to lose Trev because I do need him for the immunities. But I'm just gonna end up keep going for Giga Drains. I want to just keep doing that. But Cradley, he's not ready to, to sit the bench. He wants to stay in this matchup. The Snorlax ends up going for a Fire Punch, and I live on 6%. Like, that's not a lot. He could just hit a Body Slam and take me out, but it didn't occur. He ended up going for the Fire Punch. I guess he figured I was going to switch out now to save my Cradily for later. But no, I actually end up living the pursuit on 2% because I'm not switching out. I figured at this low of health, Cradily has done his job. He got the rocks up, and he's brought the Snorlax down to like 50% of health. So, nice job today, Cradily. Really doing your job, living hits and setting up the rocks. So, finally ends up taking me out with a Fire Punch. And now what I want to do is I want to bring in my Breloom, because Snorlax isn't that strong on the defensive side. And I know that, I could just punch him right in the face with a Drain Punch. I don't really need to gain any health back because I'm already at full health. And that's just poke down right there. Snorlax is the first one to drop. So now the Ambipom's coming in. I'm really not wanting Breloom to take any damage like at this point. I want to keep him at the highest health he can because I don't want to lose him to just fake outs, because he's pretty much my key to winning this matchup. So I figure Rotom could take a fake out. It's defensive. I have leftovers. It's nothing I'm really terrified of. And also, I do have something that can pretty much, decimate or, really cripple the Ambipom, and that would be Will-O-Wisp. So even though that he did big damage or, more damage than I wanted to with the knockoff, it's not going to do anything now because I'm not holding an item, and unstabbed and the burn. So Ambipom is pretty much down, so he's the second one to fall. So we got Snorlax down, Ambipom down, and now we're just sitting pretty with Rotom, just hanging out. Now, the Persian comes in, and I figured, here comes Fake Out. So we're going to bring Trev in to dodge the Fake Out, and we're going to take this opportunity to set up another Trick Room. Now, Persian does carry Bite. It is a weaker attack, but pretty positive. Persian does get Technician, so that's a Technician boosted Bite. We do get a Trick Room up, and now I figured, Horn Leech, I should be able to take it out. I don't think Persian's defenses are that great. However, Persian has, different thoughts in mind. It was going to live that, and I actually don't get enough health back to live a Bite. Thank you, Ambipom knockoff. But that's fine. I'm really not, too concerned about it because I have Breloom. Now, this Breloom was actually bred for a Trick Room Breloom because I figured if no speed investment, base 70, most things have speed investment. So instead of relying on Mach Punch, I could rely more on Drain Punch, a stronger attack, Life Orb, Stab, and all that. So that's what I was shooting for. Now, I know that the Fake Out's coming. I figured, alright, Breloom could take a Fake Out. And he's already 3 pokes down. The Persian's down, the Snorlax is down, the Ambipom's down. Now the Kangaskhan is down. So now his only options right now are to go either into Staraptor or Tauros. Now, the dimensions go back to normal. I figured I don't want to go for the Mach Punch at this moment, just because I think it hits neutrally. I know Staraptor's defenses aren't, great, but I wanted to save it for, to guarantee my Mach Punch would take it out. So if I bring in the Rotom, fodder it off, Recoil will stack up, and now, along with the Stealth Rock damage, and now I figured what I could do first is, I'm going to try this out. I can go into my Whimsicott, set up a Sunny Day, he's going to Brave Bird and take me out, so that's even more damage on it. And now, I could attempt, because I don't know if this Staraptor is Scarfed or not. After this damage is done, I could bring in my Victory Bell, where I could try and outspeed it, because if it's Scarfed, he'll most likely outspeed me, because he is base 100 in speed. And my, focus, there we go. And my Victory Bell only has enough speed investment to outspeed base 80s with a Scarf. So I end up outspeeding it, so I'm assuming he's running Banded Staraptor. And I take it out with a Sludge Bomb, and then his final poke is just the Tauros, where I know Tauros normally run maybe max HP, but if he was running max speed, it wouldn't help him in this situation because of my chlorophyll boost and my victory bell, pulling that rally cap on at the very end of the battle. Hits him with a solar beam. It's enough to take him out, and that's my boys right there. They're coming back from that tough loss against Flying in the first round, and coming back with a win over normal types. Next week we are versing Ice. Now I'm thinking, yikes, Ice. We got a little bit of a predicament on our hands. Breloom we're gonna need because that's pretty much our only counter to help us with Ice right now. And but I'm not worried about it. I have faith in my team. I have faith in my skills, and I think we can come around and start a win streak. We're at 1 win right now, and I'd like to keep it going. I'm gunning for first place in this tournament with a type that has many weaknesses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Good to see my boys rally up and come back with a win. Stay tuned for next week when we verse Ice. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.